OMG, welcome back to my channel where we have my monthly review of the Boxycharm base box. So if you want to see what the November one is all about and how I got this look, and if it's worth your money, then go ahead and keep on watching. So today's Boxycharm is probably going to be a lot more of a quick review just because a lot of the stuff in here isn't stuff that I would necessarily test out here on camera. And the reason is, we'll get into it. Let's go ahead and look at the placard. So it looks like the theme is Boxycharm invite only. It says shop our annual holiday blowout sale now and score up to 80% off retail. Get a free gift valued at over $40. It's like a boxy beauty bash. So this is what it looks like. What's really nice, y'all, about Boxycharm is that they have add-ons and pop-ups, which means that you can get additional products that you can add to your cart for anywhere between, like, honestly, it's like up to, you can get them up to like 80% off, which is insane. Like, I've gotten skincare that's normally like $90, $100 for maybe like $9, $10. Like, I'm telling you, it is so good to have Boxycharm, whether you like or don't like what's in your box every single month. The add-ons and pop-ups kind of make up for maybe a product that you did not like. So I'm going to start with the placard. Now, if you have the November Boxycharm, you will know what is on it. Now, the first one that I got in the box was basically a lavender foaming body scrub. Now, I feel like I say the same things in my videos, but you all know that I have chronic sinusitis, so I have to be very, very careful with what I put on my skin. So with that being said, I cannot use scented body scrubs, anything scented. I can honestly barely wear perfume. So it was basically a lavender foaming body scrub that was about $24. I left that with my family. I was like, you know, you all can have this. I can in no way, shape, or form use this, so put it to better use. You all can have it. Now, the next product I have right here is the Luxe Super Glow Hyaluronic Acid Self Tan Serum. So essentially, I guess this is the first of its type. It's a hyaluronic acid superfood self tan serum. Basically, I want to say, I read it. It says put about 4 to 12 drops directly to your skin, massaging in circular motions and avoiding the eye area. Additional drops will increase depth of color. Reapply as needed. Do not apply on broken or irritated skin and avoid contact with the eyes. And obviously, if you get it in your eyes, you need to seek care. Now, I don't know if this is something that is supposed to be used all over your body. I do self-tan. I use Loving Tan, where it comes in like a bottle like this and you use the mitt and it's like a foam and you put it all over your body. I had tanned a while ago, so it's kind of still here. It kind of just fades as you shower. So I'll try this out maybe this weekend and then see if it is something that you could put on your body. I'm assuming so, because I don't tan my face when I do self-tan, just because I can use darker foundations and whatnot. So that's that. This one does retail normally at $49. So this product by itself is worth more than the cost of my base Boxycharm alone. So the next product in here is the Sommerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cleanser. Essentially, this is basically a cleanser that is supposed to soothe without feeling tightness or irritation. It basically removes makeup, dirt, oil, and impurities, and it's supposed to leave your skin looking radiant. Now, I've never used a Sommerville cleanser. I've used plenty of other cleansers before, and I've never used something that has goat milk in it. So what I know about cleansers, though, for me, anytime they're given in a Boxycharm, they're relatively high-end and high quality. This one right here retails for $40. That is a lot for, if you think about it, soap to wash your face. But I absolutely love every single cleanser that comes into my Boxycharm. I know Sommerville is a really good brand. I have a ton of Sommerville skincare that I'm going to dabble into that I got in the Boxycharm. So let me know what you think about Sommerville. If you have tried any of this skincare, has it worked for you? Has it not? Is it good for sensitive skin? If you have any opinions, thoughts, or experience with this brand or product, let me know. So let's get into the next part of the Boxycharm unboxing review. And I did add some concealer onto my eyes because we're going to get to the next product, which right here is from Violet Voss. It is the Violet Sunset Eyeshadow and Pressed Pigment Palette. Essentially, it's basically a mix of mattes, shimmers, and metallics. It's supposed to be extremely blendable, and it retails at normally $37. Violet Voss is one of those very underrated brands. If you don't have anything Violet Voss, like, you need to get something Violet Voss in your collection, just because this brand right here is so good. It's such high quality eyeshadows. They're not really as popular on social media. But I think that they do deserve a lot more credit than they get. And I do say that a lot about brands in Boxycharm. That's because Boxycharm like has hidden gems. But this is what this one looks like. It is such a pretty palette. I have one that's very similar to this one by Ace Beauté that I used on my eyes for Halloween. This one right here, I want to say is more of like an October fall vibe palette, possibly spring, but definitely not winter, just because it has a lot of like purples that remind me a lot of Halloween in the fall time. But nonetheless, we are going to create a look using this palette. So this palette has a ton of like purples and stuff, but I think I want to go for something a little bit more neutral. I'll try to use a lot of colors, but what I want to do is I will use Desert Sand and Sunset, mix those together to create a transition shade. Now let me know if you have tried Violet Voss before. I absolutely love and adore their eyeshadows. They are phenomenal. I have one really large palette that I got in Boxycharm. It's kind of like it's like a magenta cover on it, but it has the most beautiful neutrals. So yeah, let me know if you have tried Miss Violet Voss. What products you have tried, what you think of it. Do you think it's an underrated brand? Have you had good experiences with it? I love Violet Voss. Again, I just think they're super, super just underrated. Now the color Desert Sand looks more of like a brown in the eyeshadow palette, or like a taupe, but it's going on more pink. So just be mindful of that. Sometimes colors in the palette never look like what they do on the actual eye. I'm going to use a more defined brush and kind of tap more into Desert Sand, just because I want more of a neutral brown look rather than a mauvey look. I feel like I've been doing a lot of pink looks lately here on my channel. I kind of want to go for something a little bit more on the neutral side. You notice I like to bring my eyeshadow out. So as you can see, it's very pigmented. And for my base, I use the Dose of Colors concealer, and that's a pretty matte concealer. So for this to go on so blendable is phenomenal. I'm going to go into the color Amber Sky, which is more of like a brown. I want to use it on the edges and see if I could maybe just warm it up a bit. Because again, I don't want to create so much of a purple look. I want to create more of like a fall look. Even though everyone is decorating for like Christmas, let me know what you guys are doing. Are you guys just like putting away your pumpkin stuff? Are we going full on Christmas vibes? Like what's going on here? I have my house, like I call it the transition phase, where I still have like my fall decor out. Like I have like my pumpkin candles out. I have my pumpkins still around my house, but I'm slowly bringing out like my Christmas decor. So it kind of looks funny right now. It's kind of like, you know, it's like mixed vibes in my house. It's like Thanksgiving vibes and Christmas vibes. What do you guys normally do for Thanksgiving? Obviously I do like traditional, see the fam, eat a ton of food. There's a little bit of fallout. I'm just going to go ahead and sweep that away. But wow, look how, I mean, I know it looks crazy, but it'll all come together once we do eyelashes and stuff like that. So I'm going to take the color Vanilla, which is basically just like a light shimmer. Is this palette beautiful? Like, it's like a pink, like purple, like vibes, like an ombre vibe. We're going to go ahead and use this underneath the brow bone. And I want to kind of use some of these colors in here as a blush. I don't have on any blush because I like to see our palettes versatile. Just because if, say, for example, you do makeup on the side, maybe it's like a side hustle for you. I hate when I drop brushes on the ground. But say like it's a side hustle for you and whatnot. Is this something that you know you could get multi-use out of? Now for the more towards the inner corners of the eyes, I'm going to first put Peach and then Champagne, which these are basically like pressed shimmers, pressed glitters. Again, I'm going to go ahead and skip out on these two purple colors. just because I wanted to keep it more like fall vibes. Maybe create like a look that you could totally rock on Thanksgiving. Although Thanksgiving, I kind of plan on wearing green. I normally wear like, you know, Thanksgiving colors, but I'm thinking like forest green is like one of those fall colors that kind of gets left out. I don't know, I feel like wearing green. But anyways, maybe this is like a look you guys could do for Thanksgiving. It's so funny, you know, like all the memes that say like you're about to get all dressed up to go sit on your mama's couch or your auntie's couch. For me, it's like, you know, doing your makeup, doing your hair, getting dressed up. It makes you feel good. At least for me, it gives me confidence, makes me feel beautiful. So I look forward to dressing up for the holidays. I think we can all use moments of where we feel good, just because this year has been kind of like 2020 round 2. So for Thanksgiving, for the holidays, go all out with your makeup and hair. Do what makes you feel beautiful. I know I do. These are really beautiful. Now you can totally use your fingers. I have acrylic nails right now, and I just got them done, and somehow the gel melted off this morning off of my nail. Like, I'm so mad. I don't know what happened. Like, I noticed like something was on my nail, so I went to take it off, and it ended up being the nail polish was like literally like somehow got burnt off. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, you can use your finger to get more payoff for these types of pressed shimmers, but I have acrylic nails, so it's a little bit harder for me to try to do that. Now there is kind of like a ton of fallout using just like this brush to get rid of it. There is like a little bit of sparkles on my face, so I'm gonna kind of just like get rid of that. Now, I wanted to use, I didn't use the color blush, and it's this one right here. I want to see what it would look like as a blush. I'm going to go ahead and get more of an angled brush just so I can get in there and see. Ooh, that is pretty. There is nothing better than a versatile palette. Ooh, that is so pretty. So even if you don't have Boxycharm, you're someone who likes palettes that have more of colors like these, where it's not maybe so neutral tones and warm tones. You kind of get a mix. You get more pinky tones, purple tones with some neutral warm tones. This is definitely the palette for you. And you can definitely have it for multi-use and use the blush color as a blush. You could even use the color Sunset as a blush. Like, this is so pretty. This is what is so underrated about Violet Voss, is like how versatile their eyeshadows are. This brand reminds me a lot of Dominique Cosmetics, where it's just superb quality. Just don't get the recognition they deserve. I'm so stupid, fam. I was about to do the rest of my eyes off camera, but I forgot that we got a mascara, and I just started applying mascara onto my top eye. So what we will do is we will review this mascara for the bottom portion of my eyelashes. So sorry about that. I'm going to go finish up the top of my eyes and be right back. Okie dokie. So before we get into the bottom of the eyes, I actually want to see if I can use the colors Peach and Champagne that I use as the glitters as a highlight. Ooh, that is so pretty. See, this palette's versatility is crazy. Yeah, you need this palette. That, oh my god, that is so pretty. And I like to kind of mute it out. That is stunning. So let's get into the bottom portion of the eyes. Now, I think I just want to go into Amber Sky, which is that dark brown, and then just kind of create a little bit of a smoke, just because the top is a little bit more dramatic. I was kind of going to go for something a little bit more softer, but hey, that's what happens when I do my makeup. Somehow it ends up being a lot more dramatic than I expected. But hey, ain't no such thing as too dramatic, right? We love a dramatic fall look. That is so pretty, y'all. We did like a very clearly like a smoky look here on camera, and I really didn't have to put that much effort into my blending because the colors kind of did it for itself. So this palette is an absolute win. Like, I love this. I'm gonna try to use this the rest of the week just because I love it. Like, it's just so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Gorge. So the last product we have, which I should have used for the top of my eyes, but I completely spaced out, is the B-Link Ultra Volume Tubing Mascara. Basically, it's supposed to give you a buildable false lash effect, and it has a semi-matte finish. It's supposed to give you dramatic volume and length, and it retails normally at $26. Now, B-Link is a brand that I really like. I've used their lash primer before that I got in a Boxycharm, and it was phenomenal. B-Link is one of those brands that is just like so underrated as well. This is what the tube looks like. So you get a good amount. I keep dropping stuff. I don't know what's falling in here. And then this is what it looks like. It's one of those chunkier type of wands. So you might not like it. You might like it. Let's see how it goes on. Now, mind you, my lashes on the bottom, they're a lot longer than my top lashes, obviously because I don't put false lashes on the bottom. So the growth here is better. But yeah, it's definitely lengthening them more so, which is nice. Oh yeah, I really like this. Okay, so look at my lashes here and then there. So it's definitely doing its job. By the way, mascara is one of those steps that I hate in my makeup routine because I don't know. I feel like I could never get it right in terms of the bottom lashes, and it's tedious. And like you make one mistake, then you got to wait for the mascara to dry. Then you got to wipe it off, and it just can become such a task. But it's one of those where it's like you have to do it in order to complete the look, you know? Beautiful. This is the final look, and I absolutely love it. Like, it's a super, in person, like it's a super soft look, but on camera it looks a little bit more dramatic, but that's fine. Typically makeup on camera captures a lot differently, but this is like the perfect fall look. Like, isn't it just absolutely stunning? So let's do a run through. So initially I had gotten the Lavender foaming body wash, which I cannot use, so that was kind of like a flop for me. But then I got the Kate Sommerville cleanser, a self tanner, the Violet Voss palette, and then the B-Link mascara. And I absolutely love how this all came out. Obviously, I was only really able to test out 2 products here on camera, but I feel like these 2 were worth the while. I feel like this was the highlight. Like, I was not expecting this palette right here to give me such a beautiful look, just because I was kind of afraid that I was going to get something that was more on like the Halloween side kind of color look, but I definitely was able to achieve a fall look. And you can definitely achieve very neutral looks if you're someone who doesn't like stand out eyeshadows. You could definitely just stick to these right here and basically skip out on the purples and skip out on this really dark brown, which is in the color Dusk. So with that being said, I do think that the November Boxycharm is guilty of being worthy of your dollars. You all know I love Boxycharm, whether I don't like products in it, whether I do, whether I feel like something is worth my while or not. There's at least one standout product or a couple standout products that are worth more than the cost of the box that justify the pricing for me. So anyways, I hope that you all found this video very informative. Subscribe to Boxycharm if you have not already. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Click the bell so you get notified of every time that I do upload a video. Please always be kind and spread peace, love, and happiness. I will see you all in my next video. Happy holidays, fam.